Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see by the title, today we're doing a full face of new makeup. I have so many products to share with you guys. I have already tried them all out. These are not first impressions, these are all reviews, so I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And if you do, you know what to do. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Hi! Hey guys! You still remember me? How are you? I know you guys want to get to the makeup, so I'm not gonna talk too much, but I'm back. A lot of you guys were on my Instagram telling me that when am I coming back to YouTube? I'm back. I never left. I will never leave. Sometimes I just can't upload as much because I'm uploading in so many other platforms. But anyways, I still want to do a life update, work update, health update, all that. I know I've been saying that forever, but like I'm finally getting back into the swing of things. Anyways, let's get started. I wanted to give a quick shout out to... This is stupid. Okay, I'm back with some clips. Did I just turn orange? Am I orange? I mean, I did get a really good tan, but I look a little orange. Hopefully the white balance. Damn, I am rusty here on YouTube. Anyways, I wanted to give a quick shout out to you guys because I actually met a couple of subscribers this week actually. So shout out to Sarai. I met her at the mall. She was so nice. And shout out to Maha. She was so super nice, and I actually met her working at my Sephora. So it's really cool to have a subscriber work at my Sephora. I'll be seeing you a lot, girl. And guess what? I'm still yellow. Fixed it. Okay, so for lips, I am wearing the Wonder Skin lip stain in the shade Charming. It's amazing. I actually had it on for earlier today, so if my lips do look a little bit pink, that's why. It's so good. But the first product that we're actually going to talk about is the lip balm that I'm wearing, or I'm about to wear. It's the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip. Let me tell you guys something. I know that this is pricey. I tried it on, my friend had it, and I really loved it. I am such a like lip balm junkie. And I'll pay the money for a good lip balm, and this is a really good lip balm. The reason why I liked it is because, first of all, it is a little bit thicker. It's like a gel type balmy, like a true balm with a little bit of like a gel formula that is nice and thick. As you guys can see, it's very shiny, and this one's in the shade Strawberry Sorbet. It's really nice, and what I liked about it is, first of all, it looks beautiful. It feels amazing on the lips, but it lasts. Like this one, I don't have to reapply all the time, and that's why I like it, because like this is a really good lip balm to just throw on and go run some errands, go to the gym. So I have been loving this one. So moving on to the skin, we have some friends. So let's just start covering it all up. So for foundation, I was between two because the LYS stick actually just came out, the foundation stick, but so did this one, and I've been loving both of them, but I think I'm gonna show you guys this one because it's newer. So this is actually brand new from Sephora collection. It's called the Reveal the Real. It's a soft radiant skin tint, and it is so nice. I love it. So you do have to like shake well. It's gonna be a very like light coverage skin tint, but it's so nice. The only thing I will say is I cannot find my perfect shade right now, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this, like the tiniest bit. It's not gonna change anything. This is the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation drops. I'm literally grabbing that much of it. I just need a little bit of this undertone to make this one work. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this and mix it. As you guys can see, very liquidy, and I love it because I feel like a lot of skin tints that have like not a lot of coverage look very luminous, and I know a lot of you guys do love that, but for me, I prefer not to look luminous. I don't necessarily like to look like matte, but I love a satin, and this is like the perfect satin. And you guys know I don't like a lot of like heaviness on my skin because I do layer a lot, so I like to work with very thin products, and this has just become my holy grail to the point where I actually most of these products that I'm talking about I actually already reviewed. If you guys want to see swatches of like different shades or wear tests, my Instagram and TikTok has all of these reviewed already. When I first I need to start blending. Whenever I first reviewed this skin tint, I actually got the wrong shade and it was way too dark. Normally I just like make it work, you know, because I try so many products out, but this time I actually went back to Sephora. This is actually where I met my subscriber Maha, and got the right shade because it's such a good formula. So as you guys can see, it blends out very easily, and see how it's just like evening out my skin tone. It's giving me like the lightest coverage, maybe a light to medium, maybe, but I just love it because it's not heavy, it's thin, it's not greasy, it's nice and satin, and it looks like skin. And it's just like the perfect base. I can like dress this up, and by that I mean I can put on full coverage everything, which we'll probably do today, and it'll look just like a foundation, but obviously without feeling like a foundation. See how the skin still looks like skin? That blemish, you know, it's still coming through, but it definitely is minimized. It's not like overly dewy, it's not matte, it's just like a perfect like real skin type of skin tint, and it wears so nicely. Like, I cannot recommend this enough. So I do have the brand new Nude Stick Stacks. These are all like blushes that are kind of like balmy. They're really, really cool. They are magnetic, and so you can like magnetize its lid with the mirror, and then if you buy a couple, you can magnetize them together. So these are supposed to be blushes, but they came out with a shade that looks like a bronzer, and I think I can use it to bronze. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Sunstone. Now this is not gonna work if you're any deeper than me, but if you have a lighter skin tone, this is really nice. You can tell that it's like a cream, right? Like a balm. But when you touch it, it almost feels like putty, and then when you apply it, it applies nicely and creamy, but it actually sets down like a powder very quickly and gives more of a matte finish. So I really like that. I think it's very versatile because I can actually apply these over powder as well as over cream and over liquid. It does, like, it just never looks bad. But see how this shade is definitely like a bronzer shade. Obviously, for me, it's looking more like a contour, but if you do have a lighter skin tone than me, might as well get this, and then you'll have like a little stack of like bronzer and blush to go. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab actually the same shade on like a little brush, because I feel like this would be a really good shade to contour your nose. So I'm just gonna add it a little bit to the sides right here, and then a little bit on top right here. I'm not really doing much of a contour. I'm just trying to add a little bit of color and structure in the middle of my face. But see how like just a little tiny shadowing can make your nose just look a little bit cuter. The only thing that I really don't have brand new of, and like that's the last thing, I have everything else, is concealer. Unfortunately, I don't have a new high-end concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with what I always go with. This is the Tower 28 concealer. I have the shade MDR. I'm just gonna put this anywhere that I need to conceal anymore, and we'll just blend it out. Okay, so now that we have concealer on, see how this is looking more like a foundation just because I added coverage where I wanted it. So let's move on to the blush. Now I want to actually show you guys the blushes. I think we're gonna go in for more of like a cool tone look, and they do have a really pretty like neutral shade here. Let me see. So we're gonna be using the shade Barely Nude. I should have, I think that video should be up by now, a review on these where I did swatch all of them side by side so you guys can see what shade you would like. So I'm just gonna grab it like this. By the way, this formula is definitely more like buildable. The deeper shades do come off a little bit more pigmented, but don't be afraid to get a lot of this on the brush. But once you build it up, it looks so nice. It's just a really, really nice complexion product. I feel like a lot of you guys would like it because it's like, it gives your, you know, your skin a little bit of life, but then it sets down into like a matte, I just said like a lot of times. I haven't done long form in a while. It sets down into a matte finish, but because it is a balm, it's not drying or anything like that. So it just looks like very blurred, very pretty, really nice. I am gonna add some powder blush, so I'm just gonna leave it at that by now. But yeah, super pretty. Complexion is looking super nice. I am starving right now, by the way. So we're gonna set the under eyes with a very, very exciting launch. You guys know how much, I need to show you guys something about this powder. I'm not going off on like a random tangent. Do I even have it? Okay, so you guys know how much I love the Kosas Cloud Set powder. Oh, it's right here. So I got a new one because I've gone through 3 of them, and I traveled with a brand new one, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but like, it broke. I am so sad. Obviously, like, there's still a lot of powder left, but like, I want to be able to use this as well, and I just feel like if I repan it, it's gonna like mess up the formula. So I've just been very careful with this. So this is my favorites in the shade Breezy. I set my under eyes with this every single day, as well as like the rest of my face, but Kosas actually came out with new shades of it, so very exciting. I just sounded like Borat. Very exciting. They do have a yellow one, they have a peachy one, and then this one, I don't know if you can tell on screen, it's actually pink, like bright pink. I did try all of these. Again, Instagram, if you want to see things in action, like all the shades, go to my Instagram or TikTok. But the one that I ended up liking the most is actually the yellow one. I know everybody gravitates towards the pink one, and the pink one did look pretty. I think maybe if you have a lighter skin tone, if you have medium skin tone, yellow, and then a deeper skin tone, this peach will do you good. This is actually so freaking nice. It gives me so much brightness. See how like yellow it is? It looks a little bit scary, but once you set it, you're like, wait a dang minute. Because obviously it's a sheer, you know, it's not gonna be like straight up yellow. But see how it like set my under eye while brightening? Sometimes powders, like once you set your under eye, it like makes your under eye darker. And this not only doesn't do that, but look how brightening that is. It looks like I, wait, it looks like I fell asleep under the sun with sunglasses. Let me blend it out a little bit. But yeah, the brightening effect is definitely there. I just think that they did really, really good with this formulation. It's not overly powering, but it definitely makes such a big difference. And again, this formula is like A1. Now, for the rest of the face, obviously I'm not going to set it with this yellow powder. I did want to show you guys a new powder from LYS. The reason why I didn't use this under my eyes is because I am on their PR list, and they sent me 2 or 3 different shades, I think, and they're all too dark for my under eyes, but I'm just going to use this one to set the rest of my face because it's actually a really, really nice powder. So this is the packaging. It's called the LYS Loose Powder. This is in the shade Medium Ambition. It also has a lid for the sifter, which we love. Now, this is a really nice powder for dry skin. Is it the most blurring powder that I have for dry skin? No, I feel like the Kosas one is actually more blurring. But for a loose setting powder, I think this is a really great option. I don't even know if you guys will be able to tell the difference, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. So it's really nice because it does blur, it mattifies a little bit, but it doesn't like take away fully the glow. And I just feel like, you know, if you've been looking for like a baking powder that doesn't dry you out that much, this is really nice. It also has like a bunch of different shades, so you'll probably find the best one for you and you won't feel dry at all. I don't think this would replace like a Huda Beauty powder because that definitely controls shine a lot more, but this just sets your face really nicely. It looks very natural. It doesn't look makeup-y, and a little goes a long way. I'm a fan of this. Okay, let's go ahead and bronze this face up. I don't really have a new bronzer. I have so many blushes. I have like everything, but I do have a new bronzer for me. I recently bought the Kimchi Chic Thaler bronzer, and I believe that's just the shade, or the shade is I Went to Miami. I did go to Miami actually like 2 weeks ago, but not on purpose. It was actually a really crazy layover. Can't even get into details, but this is what that looks like. The shade looks like perfection. It kind of reminds me a lot of this one that I used to always use, like the formula, the shade, and everything. So let's try it out. It does look very pigmented, so I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush for this. Or should we just go ham? No, well, no, let's not. So I'm just gonna grab a very, very fluffy brush and start. Yeah, see, this is why we grab a fluffy brush, because it's definitely pigmented. So I'm just gonna put this anywhere that I put the Nude Sticks bronzer, just to add a little bit more bronze. This is a matte formulation, by the way, and again, very, very pigmented. So if you do buy this, go in with a light hand. I did try it once already, and I really like it. It's just like a really nice, very velvety formula. So for powder blush, I know we were gonna keep it cool tone, but this is my favorite shade. So this is the new Fenty powder blushes. I have the shade Petal Poppin'. I have a couple like other shades, but some of the other shades are like shimmery, and to be honest, they're like extremely shimmery. They do look pretty, but it's just like a bit too much glow for me. But the matte formula is my favorite. So this is the shade Petal Poppin'. It's a really, really nice formula. It's very, very like velvety, and it's definitely like a matte, but it's not flat. You know when it's like a little bit satin? That's what it is. So I'm just gonna grab some. They are very pigmented, and I'm just gonna tap it on. Like when I tell you the pigment is real, and it is such a beautiful shade. Petal Poppin' has been my go-to ever since I got these. And like I said, see how it's like, you know, it's not adding glow, but the face does look, you know, alive. We want to make our face look alive. So I definitely have been loving these. Now for eyeshadow, I do have 2 different palettes that I'm trying to pick from. but I'm trying to see what you guys would prefer. So first I do have the brand new, this is the Lancome Hypnose palette. So they came out with a new palette like this, which is like perfect for fall. But I also have this. And something excited about this is that obviously the Urban Decay Naked Original palette is not new, but it was discontinued and they did bring it back, and I believe it's only for a limited amount of time. Now, the reason why I want to use this is because, number one, if you want it, I'll give you a review, but also, I personally, my first ever eyeshadow palette high-end was the Urban Decay Naked 2. So I never had the Naked 1, but my best friend did. That's why I got the 2, because we could like share. And so I technically have never owned this. I'm super excited to use it. By the way, I did get this in PR, so I don't think, I have no idea if you would get this packaging or not, but I did want to share the packaging with you guys. Look, it comes with a certificate of authenticity, and this is what it looks like. The original nude that broke the internet. This palette, I almost didn't even touch it. I almost just kept it for memorabilia, but maybe I should use it at least once. This reminds me so much of high school. You guys have no idea. So I'll try to speed through this one because I know you guys probably don't want to, you know, be sitting here talking about a palette that was in the earlier 2000s. Okay, I'm going to quickly go into the shade Buck for the crease. By the way, guys, you guys haven't seen me since I turned 30. I am officially 30. It's so crazy because when I first started my channel, how old was I? I was about to graduate college. So I think I was 21 or 22. I think I was almost 22. Oh my gosh, you guys. And now I'm 30. And now I'm 30, which is insane. You know what I just realized? Maybe that's why I never bought this palette. That was the darkest matte. What? Okay, I guess I'll grab the same shade Buck on a smaller brush and use that on the outer corner. But anyways, yeah, I just want to tell you guys that I turned 30. I had a really nice birthday. I went on a trip with my husband and it was just such a great time. And I will say, like, I'm excited that I turned 30, but I'm not gonna lie. I definitely feel weird about it a little bit just because, society and also because obviously, like, I'm in the beauty world and I just feel like I am getting older and older and I'm becoming like one of the older influencers, which is insane to think about. Anyways, just to close that argument, I will say I'm very blessed. I'm really happy just to see another day, and that I'll never forget. So I'm going to use the shade Dark Horse, and I'm just going to add a little bit more on the outer corner. I haven't used a shimmer like this in a while, but it seems like it's not like too much of a shimmer. We are going smoky now. We're going smoky now. And why don't we finish it off with, let's see. I've always loved the shade Half Baked as well as Smog. Why don't we use Half Baked first? And I'm just going to put it with my finger. Oh my gosh, this is just reminding me of high school. This is a little bit too yellow, so I'm going to grab Smog now and actually put it on top. Yeah, I was going more for like a little bit of a bronzier vibe, even though this is all cool tone. That's pretty. I like that. I think it's like an understated smoky eye. So let's just leave it at that for now. But yeah, wow, great memories using this palette. I'm gonna put it away for now because I don't want to get this thing dirty. So let's move over to some eyeliner. So for eyeliner, I have been obsessed with this eyeliner. This is the Kosas Soul Gazer. I've used it up so much that, like, I'm surprised I still have this much product because, oh no, go back down, please go back down. Oh, no, don't break. No, why did I do that? Why did I do that? What was I thinking? Wait, go back down, please, please, please. Oh my god, no. I think I just broke it. No, go back down. Oh! Oh my gosh, I just performed tweezer surgery to get this back because I was just telling you guys how much I like it. So it's just an eyeliner. It's a gel eyeliner, but I've been using it so much. I do have it a little bit on my tight line right now, and it's really nice because it's waterproof. It's very, very creamy. I've been loving just tight lining with this, so I'll add a little bit more, and it's so creamy that you don't even have to bring your eye up. And then I've been doing a little bit of this. It does have a sharpener, but it also has a little smudger, and I've been using this as my eyeliner since it came out. And I'll just grab the little smudger and I'll smoke out a little baby wing, like nothing too serious. It's just to give me a little bit of an eye lift. So creamy. You do get a lot of product in here. I've been using this for so long now, and it just lasts all day. Sometimes I even wear it to the gym when I do like a little bit of gym makeup, and it stays on so well. So if you've been looking for just like a really nice, easy product, creamy, beautiful eyeliner. You should definitely try this out. And by the way, they do have a lot of like really cool different shades as well. What happened? Good thing I have my cellar water on hand. Ah, you guys, I'm falling apart. What? Oh, well, let me show you guys how long wearing it is. It doesn't come off. Oh my gosh, you guys, what? How did this happen? This is as good as it's gonna get, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. Before we add a new mascara that is really nice, I wanted to make a public service announcement. If you have been watching me for years, what eyelash curler do I use? Kevyn Aucoin. Guess what? I replaced her. I feel so bad, but TikTok got me, and everybody's been talking about the Surratt eyelash curler. You guys, I like this one even better. It's just so good, you know. I personally believe in investing. Look how much eyeliner I have. I personally believe in investing in a really good eyelash curler. If you think about it, like, you're never gonna be buying this over and over again. It literally lasts me years and years and years, and so I don't mind spending, you know, I think this was like $22, and it just makes all the difference. I normally do not purchase high-end mascaras unless they're like my holy grails. Charlotte Tilbury came out with a new mascara. I am not on their PR list. I went out and bought this because of the reviews. So the Exagger Eyes Volume Mascara, by the way, I don't know how to like show you guys. Yeah, I think this is glass. It's very heavy. It's very luxe. And this is what the one looks like. I've already tried it twice and it's really, really good. Really good. You know, like those mascaras that are like a little bit thicker, and then once they start drying out, they start working out so well. This almost feels like it's already like a pre-dried down mascara in a good way. It doesn't feel like it's like dried out. Obviously there's a lot of product in there, but it's just like a really nice formula that kind of does it all, especially like the shape of the wand. See how it's like just curving my lashes perfectly. It's like curling them even more. It's adding a lot of separation, a lot of volume. I wouldn't say this is like the most like lengthening mascara, but I mean, we get a pretty good amount of length there. Let's go ahead and apply the second coat. If you do start applying it a little bit too heavy, it does get clumpy because it is adding so much volume, but I don't know, I just really appreciate how much volume it gives me while also separating the lashes, like, hello. And usually wands that are not silicone don't really separate the lashes that well, but this one does, and I love it. And right now I'm getting a lot more length. Like I mentioned, I already did try it out a couple times, and my lashes did not fall. It looked just as good by the end of the day, and it wasn't smudging. This is not waterproof, but it just works really nicely. Really quickly, before we finish out the face, I did want to add just a little bit of highlighter, just my Rare Beauty highlighter in Exhilarate in the inner corners, as always. And then on the top of my nose, just to add a little bit of glow. Moving on to the lips, very exciting because Makeup Forever actually reformulated a couple of their lip pencils. These are nice. They're beautiful formula. They're just not that long wearing because they are supposed to be able like to use them all over your face. You can use this as like blush, like literally anything. I need these shades in like a very long wearing form. They did it. They only did it to 5 different shades. Again, if you want swatches, like lip swatches of all the shades, I do have it on Instagram and TikTok. My favorite Can't Live Without shade is Anywhere Caffeine, so we're gonna put that on. This is one of those formulas that definitely dries down quicker because once it dries, it does not move. So just work a little bit quick with it, but I am in love with this formula and this shade is perfection. Now, I do have a new lip oil, but I don't know if these are new or not, but I figured I would just put them on. Makeup Forever sent me these matte lipsticks, and I have the shade Anywhere Caffeine and also Forever Walnut. So I'm gonna go in with Wherever Walnut. By the way, packaging, really nice. So let's go ahead and apply this. Oh, wow. Okay, this definitely melts on the lips. I'm like not even applying pressure. It almost feels like a liquid lipstick at first because it just applies so well, but little by little starts drying down into like a matte lip, but it's a lipstick bullet. That looks gorgeous. Now, let's add a little bit of gloss because Kaja has some lip oils that are not new, but they just came out with like deeper shades for the fall. So I figured maybe this shade would be pretty. So I have the shade Fig Smoothie. I've already tried these out and they are so nice. It has a really big fat doe foot applicator. Let's go ahead and apply this. And it's just one of those lip oils that I love because it doesn't feel like a thin lip oil. It definitely has a little bit more of like a balmy consistency, which I actually appreciate, and it does last really nicely on the lips, and all of them smell different and they all smell amazing. That makeup turned out really nice. Alrighty guys, so this is the final makeup look. What do you guys think? I am obsessed. Most of these products that I talked about, I am obsessed with, and I use them like daily in my routine. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will of course link everything down below in my description if you guys want to shop it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.